What's up, everybody? Haruni here. It's been a couple days since I made a video, so I'm gonna go straight into it. For those of you that have not seen any of my videos, this is your first time. Welcome, first of all, foremost. I create these videos to help people on their journey of becoming a better version of themselves, spiritual enlightenment, self-motivation, whatever you want to call it. I'm just here to help. So today we're going to talk about psychic vampires. What is a psychic vampire? Don't worry, ain't nobody gonna suck your blood out. You're good. So check it out. So a psychic vampire is a person who drains your energy to recharge their own. I'm gonna say this again. A psychic vampire is a person who will drain your energy to recharge their own. So you gotta ask yourself, who is a psychic vampire? You got a psychic vampire around you? The perfect example, I'm going to say examples because it's more than one, is someone like, you ever met anybody, or you have somebody in your group of friends, or family, whatever, you ever knew somebody that every time they're around you, like, everything is just drama, like, at first it's it's kind of juicy because you're like, ooh, let me get in on the gossip, and they always telling you something, but over time you start noticing that it's starting to drain you. Like, you know what, every time Fulana come around here, she always got something nasty to say, and you start feeling it, and I want to make it very clear that there's a difference. There's a big difference between someone who comes to you to vent and between someone who just wants to come around and just bash talking, talk about how horrible their life is. They say the same. They tend to say this to. I can't talk today. They tend to say the same shit every time they come around you about how horrible their life is, victim mentality. Why me? Why is my life like this? And all it does is drain you. It fucking drains you. So, we know for sure that it's someone, it tends to be like a victimizer. And normally they're just seeking attention. They want to feed. They want to feed off your energy. They want to take your energy. Look at me. Look at what I'm going through. Sympathize over me. Make me feel better. Someone who finds it impossible to speak of light. I ain't gonna say any names. But if you're feeling guilty, I got somebody that, I have a couple. This specific person comes around. Oh my God, this happened to me, and so did that to me, and this, that, and the third. So I say, listen, sister, why don't you drop these people then? These people are hurting you. These people are doing so much damage to you. Why don't you do this? First reaction, nah, but this. But there's always an excuse. There's always an excuse. They don't want to accept that they're fucking up. And when someone's trying to tell them what to do to fix it, they always want to retreat. Don't come to me for advice if you're not even gonna take a little bit, something out of it. Don't come to me, because I ain't gonna give it to you. Then you have those who always want to start a fight with you for no reason. You ever met somebody like that? Especially defensive people. This happens a lot with defensive people. You're enjoying your day. You're having a great time. They see you from far away. I'm about to fuck up her day. Let me tell you. This is how it happens. It can be anything. Anything fucking stupid shit like, look at your shirt. It's ugly. Oh, you showing too much. What you got tattoos on your chest? You know what that means, girl? So another example is somebody who will just try to start a fight with you for no reason. And it's crazy and it's a little bit sick in the head, but people actually get off on this shit. They get off on this shit and they feed off the energy. I have to make this very clear that that's the whole purpose of it. And you know what? Not to excuse anybody for doing this, but sometimes you have to be prepared and knowledgeable and educate yourself and know that some people have entities they're clinging to them, and they're actually feeding off them, feeding off you. It gets really deep. This is when I'm about to get serious, because that's when it can become really dangerous, because these entities can actually cause problems with these people. It can even be people that you love, your family members, your friends, your partner, your lover, whatever it is. Children. It can cause chaos because they're in control. And sometimes people don't even know that they're being controlled from these entities. And I am personally, I've been through that until the day that I realized, you ain't living here, buddy. You gotta back the fuck up. Because Harunia is in control. I'm in control of what happens around me. So another example is the people that gossip a lot. The only thing that comes out of their mouth is fucking trash. It's fucking garbage. If you ain't speaking in love or light, I don't even want you near me. And it's fucking hard because sometimes you have these people around you. Sometimes these people live with you and you have to deal with it. These are acts that are sucking at your life force. And the best way that I can tell y'all to deal with this, the first thing is you can't take it personal. It's usually a learned habit. Like I said, it's either an entity or it's a learned habit. It's not to excuse them, but you being knowledgeable gives you more power. You being strong enough to control your ego and be like, you know what? I know why they're doing this. I'm not even gonna sweat it. You keep acting up. You keep doing all this stuff because they ain't gonna touch me. We're getting real today. It's a learned habit. It can be a learned habit. Another thing, what can you do? So let's say you're learning this now, figuring out the psychic pain, bro. They're all fucking around me. They're trying to fuck up my life. Listen, first of all, just know that they don't have power over you unless you allow them. You can't take it personally. It's usually a learned habit. Another thing that you can do is cut them off. Cut them off. I don't care if you end up with no friends. I don't have that many friends. And you know what? My life has been fucking phenomenal ever since then. I do have friends. I count them on my finger. But it's for a reason. You need to cut them off. If they are not serving you in any way to serve in your greatness, to serve in your growth as a human being, kick rocks. Because you ain't for me. You have to learn to be that light. You have to learn to be that answer for those around you. You never know. Maybe you give them some type of advice. Sometimes you say, hey, why don't you just why don't you deal with this way? And maybe they'll take your advice. Maybe, and they'll be thankful and they'll change with you. And that's the type of people you'll gravitate towards you, and you guys can grow together. But if they're not even taking that advice, if they're not taking that positivity the right way, cut them off. For like the millionth time, cut them off. If it's somebody that you're around all the time, who knows, maybe you live with them, your roommate, whatever the case may be, just learn to keep your distance. And if you can't stay away for whatever reason, maybe it's a living situation, you gotta learn to meditate big time, because this is very draining. And I know little by little my videos are gonna become more of like a spiritual, I'm gonna get more spiritual with it, because I think all this stuff, it gets to a deeper level over time, and it comes from a deeper place. So what I personally do is a white light meditation. And especially if you're living with somebody that's like that all the time, like, it's kind of hard. Like, I even notice it myself, like, if I don't meditate like daily, like during the, like, before I start my day and end my day, I will be in a shitty ass mood. It's so funny. Like, my kid already knows. And that's good. If you have children, you should teach them you should teach them this too, because it'll teach them how to deal, and if I have a crappy day, my son goes, "Mom, you didn't meditate today, did you?" My 6-year-old. They know. They're smart. They're so smart. They pick up on this, and it's so good. They're like sponges at that age, so it's good to get them on those routines, to get them on that lifestyle, because then they grow up to be better adults, teenagers, whatever. So I do this white light meditation. You can, if you're new to all this, like meditation and whatever, praying and stuff like that, like, it's not, I don't look at it at a religious aspect. It's just, you're just meditating. You're taking time for yourself to just rethink your thoughts and clear your thoughts. So actually, I started looking up YouTube videos. An awesome one is The Honest Guys. They have the best meditations, especially like if you can't sleep like me. I get so much anxiety, and I get it mostly before bed. I don't know what it is. My mind is just like running like this before I go to bed. So I hear them talking and I'm out in like 2 minutes. I'm like, so it's awesome if you guys want to check that out. But other than that, you can do your own thing. Like, I found one the other day that works amazing. So I tend to carry a lot of stress up here, so I'm always like so I found this new meditation. I've been doing it for a couple of days, and it's amazing. So let's say you go in your shower, right? I wash my body, whatever, do my thing, shave, whatever. And I close my eyes, and I imagine in my mind, I have my eyes closed, I'm under the water. I'm imagining that I have tar, like this black shit all over my body. And during your meditation, I just imagine that as the water is hitting my my head, my body, everything, I imagine all the tar just start coming off, just coming off, and imagining it and looking at it and seeing it going down the drain. And I remember the first time I did it, I remember feeling so, like, I felt so light. My body felt so freaking light. I felt like I was floating. I'm like, yo, this shit is real. Like, it really works. So you should always try that. And also, I'd always do like prayers. Like, everyone has their own thing that they pray to, but I personally pray over Archangel Michael, because he is like the protector. He is the archangel of protectors. So I'll usually call on to him, like please put this white light over me, protect me and my family. And you just imagine this white light coming over you. So I mean, if that's the best thing for you, like if that helps, like especially before you start your day, it doesn't take that much time. We got 24 hours in a day. You can do it. And last but not least, but I have to say this, is that you're listening to this video, you're learning about psychic vampires, but you must ask yourself, are you a psychic vampire? Sometimes we have to look in the mirror. Are you a psychic vampire to others? Or are you a psychic vampire to yourself? Whatever happens up here comes out here in this realm. So for you to be able to take control of your life, what's going on in this human realm, starts right here. Until next time.